Hey everyone, this is a follow-up video to a video that the Cat's Pajamas made on Spontaneous Gameplay, where he talked about the zombie apocalypse. It's a really fun subject. I will not be talking about the gameplay beyond just saying that this is some domination. I was trying to get the Assault Juggernaut armor so that I could get the emblem. You know, use Assault Juggernaut 15 times. You get the emblem. It looks pretty cool. What can I say? That's the only reason I really wanted it. I did speed up some of the gameplay to get the video to a good length, and I cut out some of the more boring parts, but as I said, this isn't about the gameplay, it's just about zombies. I want to talk about what I would do in a zombie apocalypse. This is a really fun subject to talk about, or just to think about. You know, many people have already, just for fun. If you're bored and, you know, you're with some friends, try discussing it. There are two things that we need to make clear. One, are the zombies undead or infected? There is a difference. Undead zombies come up from their graves, they're missing limbs, and they're probably rotting too. They typically move really slowly, probably because they're missing limbs, or, you know, their muscle flesh has probably rotted to the point where it can't function as well as a normal person's. The undead type of zombies aren't too scary, and sometimes they even seem harmless. You know, they're depicted as being harmless in movies sometimes. I mean, a lot of the time they're hostile, sometimes they're not. In fact, you know, they're commonly depicted as not being aggressive at all. They were people before they died, after all. Now that they're alive again, you know, sort of alive again, they could just want to go about their business, you know, maybe see their family, go to a baseball game, or even see a movie, I don't know. I mean, maybe they can still think. But for the sake of the zombie apocalypse, we're going to say that they are aggressive. The worst part about this type of zombie is that it cannot die. They are undead. Also, if you think about it, there are more people that have died than are currently living. Okay? So, if they all come back to life at one time, and they start attacking people, there'd basically be no hope. I mean, there's way more people that died than are alive right now, and that's just... And then all of those guys that come back to life can't die themselves. That's just ridiculous. But I'm going to assume that in the zombie apocalypse, the zombies will be the infected type of zombie, which is the second type. Typically, an infected zombie can run just as fast as a normal person, and they're incredibly violent. They're often depicted as being cannibals, and they'll attack people just to eat them. If a victim is attacked and they somehow survive, they can be turned into an infected zombie as well. Like, you know, you get the person that was bit by a zombie or something, and now they're an infected zombie, like, after a little while. So basically, get ready for this, they've been infected. The infected zombies always start with one or a few people contracting some sort of virus, and then they go crazy and attack people, which in turn spreads the virus. It's like the I'll tell two friends, and then they will all tell two friends, and then they'll all tell two friends, and so forth. Except instead of it being with talking about news, it's about pain and suffering. Yay. On paper, infected zombies seem unstoppable, but they do have a few weaknesses. They are people. Yeah, they actually are people. They're just crazy infected people. If you kill them, they are dead. They're not going to come back to life. They will not come back to life. That's really good. Just because they aren't undead, they are just infected people. Also, there are only so many people in the world. Eventually, they will all die out. If you need to eat people to survive, then eventually they're going to run out of people to eat and then die themselves. You know, once the bottom of the food chain goes away, then so does everything on top of it. You know, like plankton goes away in the ocean, and then all of a sudden there's no more fish. So basically, you just gotta, you know, survive long enough for them to go extinct. You won't actually need to live the rest of your life in a zombie-filled world, so that's probably why these are a better type of zombie to have than the other ones. But we need to decide if we can know about the zombie apocalypse ahead of time or not. Obviously, being able to prepare for it makes a really big difference. So here's my plan for if I was allowed to prepare for it ahead of time. First, I would get everything that I would need to survive for about a year or so, and find an area of the world that was sort of like untouched by man or deserted. I could live at the top of a freezing mountain where they couldn't reach me, or I could find a deserted island, just because, you know, a tropical paradise sounds better than a frozen wasteland. I'll definitely pick the island if I could get there. I'll just chill there until the whole zombie thing passes, you know, won't have to deal with it. I mean, if they can't even get to you, I mean, like, I doubt they're just going to randomly swim through the ocean just trying to track down, like, one person. And, you know, I'd probably bring some guns or something to protect myself just in case I happen to find something there. But, as long as I had some way of telling when the whole thing was over, I could just wait until then. But here's my plan for if I couldn't prepare. First, I would grab some weapons and, you know, all my friends and family who are still alive and, you know, they aren't infected themselves. You know, then we'd all head down to a super Walmart, barricade the place so that zombies couldn't easily get in. And, you know, a super Walmart has everything that you would need to survive for years. You know, like, it's a stereotype that, oh, if you want something, you can find it at Walmart. Well, yeah, that's basically it. I mean, they have everything you can imagine. They got tons of food, clothing for you. They even got, like, detergent for you to wash the clothing. They sell washing machines, don't they? Do they? I don't know. Maybe you have to go to a Best Buy for that or something. I don't know. But they basically got everything you need. They have toys for if you're bored. I mean, like, you gotta have something to stop boredom. I mean, otherwise, what's the point? I even think they sell generators, so you could probably play games and pass the time. I mean, with all that space and with all the stuff that they have, you could have a whole lot of fun if you got friends or your family with you or something, you know? So anything you can imagine, Super Walmart pretty much has it. So no matter what your plan is, you're going to have to survive for about a year or two. If you aren't prepared for boredom, you're probably going to go insane. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I got for the zombie apocalypse, but, you notice, now I just want to talk really quickly, like, my Juggernaut earlier, you saw I got, like, one hit killed with some, like, the worst rocket launcher in the whole game. That's pretty ridiculous how that can happen. And also there's a glitch where it wouldn't let me use 2 of my Reapers, but, I haven't had that problem since this game, so I'm guessing they did fix it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like or a favorite. Also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll try to respond. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.